Hi everyone, it's Dash Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. So today we are going to do something with this, which is the pile of ephemera that I have. This is just the Utilitarian ephemera. So all of the stuff I've been creating in the videos that I've been doing in the last few weeks, in the however many videos there are. I was going to have a look at how many videos I'd done, but I forgot, and so I can't tell you. But I think Brian's going to have a look for me now. So Brian's here. So all of these things, so this huge stash of things, I'm going to do something with. So rather than them just sitting, because normally what I do is I make lots of ephemera, and I make like multiples of that same ephemera, so that I make one for you, or I make a prototype, I make another one, I make one for you guys, I might even make a second one for you guys, so between 3 and 4 of each of the things I end up with, and it just accumulates. So rather than just letting it accumulate, we're going to do something with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these over to one side, and I'll show you what I've been doing to be able to put these things into. So I've created a journal to be able to put bits and bobs into. So every one of these things here has a video somewhere. Apparently Brian's phone has just died, so he can't do it. There's a charger in my bedroom, Brian, if you want to. So I will tell you if I find out or whatever. So we're just moving these out of the way for now. In fact, if I log into mine, Brian can do the same. So you can just go into your channel, your videos. So just go through, that's all my videos listed. So remember when we made this on camera? Well, this was the one I'd made originally. Then I made this one on camera, which is the accordion spine journal. Yeah, and I said you could make these in different sizes. Well, I have. Okay, so this is what I've done, is I've made them like this. So this is a large one. This is an A4 size, so each page is A4, and I did it with 2 spines on this one. Okay, and what I did was, because I used A4 sheets of paper, I just used, you see this decorative paper here, I just used a tab to hold the 2 pieces together, which also gives you a kind of a space between your tabs, which means you don't have to cut any slits or anything. And then in between I also used a piece of paper folded this way that went on, and then I had my fly leaf on it. So some of them have pockets in, some of them don't, some of them are completely stuck down. So that's that. And then this one is the same. It's just that where the spine is, I've covered it over the top with fabric, and this one's made to look like an accounting file, a ledger book, sales invoice book, whatever you like. And this has got 3 spines on it, and this is made using 12 by 12 sheets of paper. Well, it's not 12 by 12. It was these are actual genuine ephemera. This measures 11.5 inches high. So it was 11.5, and I cut them to 11.5 by 11.5, and that way then I just folded them in half, and then this is the result of that. So some of them has been strengthened, because this is genuinely old paper. It's been strengthened with a bit of newspaper, old newspaper from 1992, I think the newspaper was, and then it's got some cards in between, and then sometimes it's not a card, sometimes it's some envelopes, it's a piece of card or a piece of paper or something in between, and as we go through, we've got an envelope here where I've turned it into a little pocket here, and one here. So this one's a little bit more diverse in the spacing. The bigger one has just fly leaves in it. This one's got a double envelope, which is another thing that we've made on camera. And then let me just go through. This one is 2 of those cards just sandwiched together and turned into a pocket. And then this one's just got an envelope stuck in the back, but I've also got an envelope stuck to the front. So, and some of that sellotape. So I'm going to use these 2 for the ephemera, and I'm going to put the ephemera into these. And as we go through, what I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be having a list of, next to me, things that I need to make. So what I don't do is I don't make a journal and then make pieces to go in it. I make pieces and bits of ephemera for videos for you guys, and then I make a journal and put the pieces into the journal. But what that means then, it also helps me to identify what else do I need. So I'm going to have a pen and paper next to me. You know, it might be that I want to put this into a journal, let's say this into a journal, but I don't have anything to put it in, so I need to make a pocket for it to go into. So that's what I'm going to be doing as we go through. So I want to keep it very utilitarian, so I'm keeping all of the utilitarian stuff that I've got, and we're going to be putting things in. Now this is not going to be one video. This is going to be, I'm going to film a video, we'll go for so long, and then we'll stop it and we'll come back to it, and I'll pick it up, and it'll be interspersed between all of the other things that I make and etc. So this is one way you can just sit along, you can craft, you can look at the other things, you might see something on camera and go, oh, I really like that, I think that's really nice. I didn't see Dave make a faux passport. I might want to go and see that video, and you know, I'll link the videos, well, hopefully link the videos in the description. So apparently Brian has just done a rough calculation of, okay, so Brian's done an exact calculation of all the things that had either utilitarian or file folder in it. 52 videos. There are 52. Wow, there are 52 videos,
and they're interspersed with new kit releases.
Yeah,
tiles,
like Brian says, they're interspersed with craft room tour, new kit releases, all sorts of other different things. So you know, they're all out there. I am trying to put them all in the same playlist, but you know, I don't always remember because I don't always have a brain. So anyway, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so for instance, I might pick something up and I might say, I really want this in here, okay, but I don't have any way to attach it. So what can I do to attach it? Because this one, for instance, is a little pocket, okay, and this is the same because this is the, you know, I made one on camera, one was a prototype, you know what it's like. So I might decide to have that inside the here, and that can be stuck down, but I might have it here, and I need some way to join it. So that would be the thing that means, oh, some way to join it might need something to make something. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we'll get a few bits out and we'll start having a think about things. Now I obviously don't want to go through the whole pile every time. One of them. Okay, so they should all be grouped together. So those are obviously standalone things. They were the things that I made last time. They're the double fan notebooks, so you can, you know, see those, but then there are other things that have been, you know, they might be 52 videos ago, who knows. So if I'm going to put something on the edge of something, so this, for instance, this is a piece of card, this would be better for something like this because it's going to support it, whereas a piece of paper won't support it so well. So the pieces of paper are the best. I don't want to put those two together because they're two pieces of pink. So, well, that's kind of a red and that's pink. So what I might do is, now I do want something different on the inside of here. Do I want that or do I want that? I think the green is too green because it's too similar to this. What else have I got? So I've got this, which is that. Would that go on there? That might. Oh, I quite like that on there. So I could stick that on there maybe. So that might be something that I do. So best thing to do is, if you're not sure, then just pin them in place. So rather than sticking everything down, pin it in place, and then as you go through, you can go through and say, yeah, I like the way that flows, or I don't. This needs to be moved there, that needs to be moved there, whatever. Okay, so we've got a little notepad book. No, not there. So we're just going to find things. So I'll kind of go through and try and find some stuff. So this is a different version to this, but I could use this one, and that might look good on my flyleaf like this. And I actually quite like that. Now, do I want to do it like that, or do I want to do it like that and have that as a pocket at the back? I want to be able to see the stitching, so I could have it as I could have it as a pocket on that way. Yeah, so I think that's going to go there. So again, like I say, he said pin it, but then like you end up like, where are all my safety pins, Dave? I have no idea where they've gone. So I'm just going to put that on there. Not safety pins, paper clips. Yeah, I said safety pins and meant paper clips. So yeah, safety dance. Oh. So maybe an envelope. So that's an envelope that I've designed to be able to open it like this without having to take it out. So
And give it an odd shape.
that's a bit, you can give me any shaped paper clip, fine. The fact that I don't have any paper clips around here. Oh, perfect. That's fine. So I've got some heart-shaped ones and some arrows and all sorts of things here. So obviously you don't want to have yellow on yellow. That's another envelope. Well, that's nice. I like that. So for me, I would say that needs a pocket for it to sit into. But it's a piece of paper as well, so if I need it to go on something a bit more sturdy, this is quite heavy. So what else can I do? Doesn't have to have something on every page though, Dave, so maybe that needs to be in some kind of a tuck, or that could go inside, that could go in that tuck, couldn't it? Have it, there's a pocket like that, couldn't you? Actually, yeah, maybe do that. So I've got an envelope here. It's not a non-glued down envelope, so this must have been a prototype style envelope. So, what else? Oh, there's this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. Although it looks a bit new for me, so would it be better as a... Should I have it as a flip in some way? Because it's paper on paper, it shouldn't be too bad. I could have it that way around and flip it out and flip it down. Now, I'm going to go that way. If I'm going to do it anyway, I'm probably going to do it like that. So let's put that in. Not quite how that's supposed to work like that. Cool. So maybe skip a page. Something on this fly leaf. What else have I got? What's this? So this is my medical records journals. Remember this? So I think that might be better in a pocket of some kind. It might want a side pocket. So let's just put that down. I mean, like if we find that we've got something that will do the job, then I'm not gonna worry. I'm gonna cross it out. So side pocket. So I've just called it needed. Okay, so some water. So what else have we got? That's just like a corner pocket, but it's two corners and then a thing inside, so it really can't really stick it down. But I think I've got something similar to that. That's kind of just a corner pocket somewhere. What's that? That's just an envelope. Really love that envelope. I can't have too many envelopes together though, Dave. Not just yet. Maybe that. No. Not there. Maybe that. I'm not sure about the blue, the green on the blue. No, it's still green, Dave. Maybe a slide. The slide. Could have the slide as being like a tug, couldn't we? Might put that there. Let's see what else we've got in this pile. Well, there's that, which is like a suspension file, whatever that bit's come off, but never mind, we can glue that back on. Well, there's that, yeah. You know when you look at these things and you think, oh, I remember making this, so... It's all that, maybe. That's in green. I want something that's not... Oh, these, those are a good idea. Maybe that. There's a lot of things going on that pile, isn't there? That's blue, that we don't want blue on blue, do we? These are all green. There's an envelope there. Oh, there's this book, which will fit in there. Would be long enough. Sorry, the journal's long enough to be able to take that. Well, these are in a video that's upcoming, so this has not been done. This is a internal use envelope, so I won't just use that just yet because we haven't done that video yet, but you'll be able to see how those are made. So that should be the next video that comes up after this, I think. So there, and these are the videos that I made last time. I think this might be the last video that I made actually. So okay, so maybe just a card, a nice... I want it to be to flip out in some way, so maybe just a piece of sellotape might be the thing for that. It's on a piece of paper though, isn't it? So no, we don't want it to be that heavy. Maybe just an envelope then. An envelope that we can just... Stuck down envelope? Yeah, let's go for a stuck down envelope. Maybe we have a stuck down envelope positioned to one side so that we can tuck something behind it. Yeah, let's do that. Not like me to make a decision like that, but it's full steam ahead today, so I'm just going to glue it on two sides. That way then when we stick it down we can have it as a tug. It's going to just be there, and then what I'm hoping is that we'll find something that we can put down the back of there, so something that isn't too heavyweight. So like I say, you don't have to have something on every page. So I'm going to try and stick to using the fly leaves. Do any of these have pocket in? No, they don't. So, oh, let's try maybe that. I want that to be able to be viewed though, so I want it to be something you could flip out and see it as for what it is, which is a nice slide. I don't want it to flip up. Flip up or flip out or flip down. I prefer flip up or flip out. What do you think? Flip out or flip up? I'm asking Brian, so
I like flip out.
Flip out, so I think I'm not going to go full on in the middle. I'm going to go a little bit off centre, and then what we'll do is we'll use some of our faux sellotape. Yep. We'll cut that down a bit. We'll use this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a look and see if it's kind of like the amount that I want, or do I need it to be shorter before I commit. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to stick it with some glue rather than just using the stickiness of it, because it loses its stick when you use the alcohol ink on it. So I'm going to reinforce that stick. So I'm just going to put some of this on it, just make sure that it adheres nicely. Because it's got a sticky surface already, it should have enough. It should be porous enough to be able to take this glue and still make contact. I'm just going to flip that up. I'm just going to adjust that. Adjust my tape a bit. Right, stick that down properly, Dave. We commit, and then put that over here, kind of hold it in the right place. Now I know I've pinned some things in, some things I'm definitely decided, so this is a definite decided one. So that's just stuck in there, and then we've got this that just flips out. So, yeah, so Brian's saying some things you just know. So this one, when I made it, it had a little piece of plastic that covered this, but it fell off, and I put it over here, and goodness only knows where that went anyway. Sorry if I'm putting things in front of the camera and you can't see. So I need to find the piece of plastic or make another piece. Or not bother. Goodness only knows where that went. So could do with something for somewhere for these to go. So maybe some kind of a pocket would be good. They're a bit three-dimensional, so they're not them. Maybe that kind of thing would be good inside the back pocket, like that. In some way, might do that. So maybe these could be a little, what's that? A little matchbook type. Oh, the matchbook style thing. So do they get? Would that be silly if they went in there? Do they fit in there? Of course they don't fit in there. Why would they fit in there, Dave? Yeah, no, they don't. But that'd be nice somewhere. Maybe just stuck down. Maybe just a bit of interest rather than. No, definitely that way round, I think. Yeah, I could put them on there, couldn't I? So again, that's another thing that I'm not sure about, so I'll just pin them in place. Would be a different paper clip, never mind. And this one. Yeah, get used to it, Brian. So
that's why I went down a bit ago, because I had to go check.
And Brian says that you can hear doors slamming, and he keeps thinking it's here, and it's not. I'm so used to it. I'm a bit blasé about it these days. It's my neighbours just. So that could, something like that could go there, and then you could have a tab at the top to hold it closed. So maybe a tab. A swing tab. So maybe that could go there. Or does it need some? That's quite a sturdy page. That would be good for supporting something more sturdy than that. So maybe that's where I have something like this. Does that need to be off the page? No, it doesn't, so that's fine. It opens out nicely. Yeah, it does. Oh, and that's got some of those nice slides in. So maybe that there, or maybe you don't want to put everything in the first few pages, Dave. I think I've got another page that's a bit like that. That one. Maybe, or like that on there. So maybe on that side. Can have it like that and have it as a. Don't want it too close to the. like that. Do you want that there? Oh, see, this is the thing. Not on there. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for that on there, but again I'm going to pin this because I'll paperclip it actually, so because I'm not 100% sure on that. I would need somewhere for my slides though, but they would need something to go into. I do have a few slides, but I don't know where they all are. Well, they'll be here somewhere. Anyway, we'll come back when I find the rest of them. That, or maybe that flip out this way, although that's paper, isn't it? Yeah, maybe this though, on here, because that flips out. That we could have that to flip out. Oh yes, because then we've got some pockets on the back. Yeah, we could do that. I think that would be a good idea. So what do we want to join that with? We could use some sellotape on the back. I could butt it up like this and sellotape it. Yeah. And then I do have some more sellotape somewhere. I think Brian moved it. Do you know where it went?
It's hanging out there.
All right. Brian's going to get me the sellotape that he moved. Because there's so much in my craft room. So this is the stuff that we made. So this is more stuff. A reference point. So I haven't taken it off here. This is the only thing. I just need to find a way to store it once I've made it. So maybe a bit yellower one this time. Yeah, that piece. Scroll that on and stick that there. And this piece. Oh yes, that's perfect. Oh, I like that. That's really grungy looking. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to have it in one continuous piece. I'm going to have a couple of pieces. I'm just going to tear it so that it looks not torn very well. And maybe a smaller piece in the middle, like it's been reinforced. There we go. So these three pieces will hold this together. So if we have it like this, one there, and then this bit across the. Should I do that? Marry those two bits up. Now I could use a piece of paper or something. Like a piece of paper that looks like it's kind of holding it together. And then tape over the top of that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Right, so we're going to use a piece of paper and we're going to glue the paper down. And then put the tape over the top. So this will be the hinge, but then the glue, the sellotape will just add to it. So if we need it to be straight down and flat would be good. Fold it like that. That's right. Yep. And then maybe that piece up there. Yep. Right, that way around? Yeah, let's do that. Put this on here. So today is Saturday the 27th of May, even not March, and it is a year since me and Vic got together. So he's taking me out for a meal tonight, so that will be nice. We're going to the Lime Tree in Morley. It's a Mediterranean restaurant, so his favourite kind of place, my favourite kind of place. Food's beautiful, great environment, so we're going there. And he's paying for me, and I bought him Lego because he likes Lego, so I bought him some Star Wars Lego, and by the time this video comes out he'll have had it, so like I don't have to keep it secret anymore.
He got the better deal though. The Lego more expensive.
Well, Lego was considerable. It was, I've paid some money. No, I don't think he's got the better deal at all. So he's got to pay for us both, whereas I've only paid for him. So.
And I was only joking.
Oh right, sorry, I didn't.
He got you. He definitely got the better deal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no comment.
You don't have to. I know it's true.
I'm going to put this. I think I'm going to put this on this side as though it's been repaired. Put it over there like that. You know, I like to build that whole kind of story of what's happened to things in my head. So yeah, that's going to sit on there, and then that flips out, and that's space for putting other things in here. In fact, oh look, I've got a couple of tickets here. There we go. A couple of tickets in there. And then we could put something else in here. Well, that's not a ticket, Dave. We could maybe put that in there. Or is it getting too bulky, Dave? It's getting a bit bulky now. Don't have to put something in every page, in every pocket, Dave. Put that in there. There we go. That's fine. And that's that. Oh, that page is stuck. Never mind. That's fine. So, oh, there's more stuff here. I didn't realise there was more. Of course there's more. There's always more. There's loads more. Maybe something like that in there. Just pin that in.
It freaks me out.
I don't hear it anymore. So like Brian's reacting to the doors banging. Apparently, there was another one and I didn't hear it. I don't hear it anymore. I know what my door sounds like. That's why I kind of know if it's mine or not. So that's a nice little book. Maybe a little book. Some way to attach that, maybe, or maybe sit that one on the other side. Or it could be, actually, it could go like that, and I glue it on two sides there, and that sits in there, although that's the similar sort of look to that, isn't it? So maybe something like that in there. Oh yeah, maybe that. So let's take that off there. If I glue this down here and along there, and put that right up to the edge of the page, stick that down, that way then the book will open the correct way round as well, so it'll open up like that. Yep, that's cool. And then that can sit in there. That's stuck down. A bit stuck in there. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Something there. Maybe something on here. Something. All have to go in here. That's maybe another. Oh, that's blue, isn't it? That's blue and blue on blue. Maybe have that as a corner pocket. Yeah, let's go for that. Putting a bit more glue on this than I would normally, just simply to give it a bit more resilience, so it stays in place, because you're going to be putting stuff behind it and it'll put in a bit of stress on that glue bit. Yep, cool. Maybe that could have, what have we got there now? Something else. Let's see, what else we got? I'd like these to go in somewhere, but like might not be. They might be better in a more sturdy. Oh, maybe something like that. Maybe like that. That was another suspension file. File thing. There's one over there. So the thing, this is the thing. So like you think you're going to like plough through this, all the ephemera that you've collected, but it doesn't always happen. So no, I really want to put this in somewhere. I like it there. I know it's quite similar sort of colour front and back. Yeah, that I think that blends in more on that there than it does on that previous page. That. So I think that's fine, but I do think it needs some kind of a pocket. Now, is there something here I can use as a pocket? Let's move this out of the way. So that's not going to happen on this video. That's not. No, you're getting distracted, Dave, and just putting things in. You could have that there, couldn't you? Then that's a thing, a card itself. And then that's a pocket as well. It doesn't have anything on the back, does it? No, but it is quite pretty on the back. I know a lot of people would say that doesn't look particularly pretty, but I think it does, so. Yeah, no, not that. Some index cards. You could do like two together and have it as a pocket, couldn't you? Yeah, maybe do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to stick it down so that it's kind of in the right sort of place. I have to do it a bit further out like that. And then we're just going to stick it. Any of the bits that overlap that don't have glue on, just glue to give it a bit more reinforcement. Glue anything down that might get pulled up by the pulling out of the tag. So those two together could form a nice little pocket like that. So remember, pockets don't have to be perfectly square, so we're going to go down to, where's this come down to? If it sits just there. Right, so all the way along this bottom edge and the sides. So fair amount on the sides and then the bottom edge. So not along here because that's going to be part of the pocket, but along here. So anything that basically forms the outer edge is what we're going to do. And then we're going to glue this down. So actually we're going to have that in place and glue this down with this in. Then it'll sit round it nicely. And it'll allow, so it won't be too close to the page, so that it'll fit in when the glue's dry. So and again, you know, we can use a bit of faux sellotape, stick on that edge. Well, that peeled off nicely. Well, I like the way that did that actually. So I get some of this on here, and this is just like I say, just because when you use the alcohol ink on the faux sellotape, it can just stop it being quite so sticky. Go, and that's a pocket there for that, and we know that that fits in because we fixed it, we fitted it around it. That's great. Just peeled that up, put a bit of glue underneath there. Okay, so that's that. Should we have a passport in here some way? Oh, I wonder if you, are they both the same size, those passports? I think they are they? The green one inside. Oh, is there a bigger envelope? Oh no, we did a smaller one, didn't I? And then there's this giant one. Although it could go in there. There's nothing to say it couldn't go in there. Maybe put that in there. Maybe that can go there. Let's put that on. I also want to think about how thick this is getting. Oh, it's fine. There's plenty of space. This is the thing that I like about these, is this, because with this kind of floating spine, it just expands to fit the things. You don't get such alligator mouth from it. So I think that needs something on the first page, though. It's kind of a welcome to this journey. Where's the next one of these? Is that quite soon? It is fairly. Maybe that? That's a pocket, although that's a pocket, isn't it? Oh no, we could have it like that. No. I know I have an idea in my mind's eye of what I want. So we could go with that there, couldn't we? Don't think it's quite the wow that I want it to be. There's this, that opens the wrong way. So does that. That's one similar to the other one that I had. Maybe that then. Maybe that, and then we can have a pocket behind. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to use this as a pocket, so we're going to glue it down all around the sides. just going to put a decent amount on, just because we know it's going to be a pocket. We know it's going to get a lot of strain on it. So going all the way round. Not worried about the raw bits of thread. That's fine. That's all part and parcel of it. And we just kind of stick it down and hope it's in the middle. Ish. Doesn't matter if it isn't. That all sits together nicely. Yeah, so that's still got that in there. So that's that. And then we've got a pocket. We've turned that into a pocket behind. So that sits down, and that's not too bad now. That's made that page a lot more rigid with that having something going all the way across the width of it. I think maybe that's got something on it, and so has that. We might have that in there. There's that. There's something on there. I think maybe we need something on one of these. So maybe maybe a notebook like that. Maybe let's put a clip on there. And the clip, like I say, just gives you that flexibility to say, oh, I liked it before, I've changed my mind though, because once you've glued it down, it's very hard to change your mind. You end up ripping something and then you feel a bit annoyed with yourself because you've ripped it and it was fine before you meddled. So maybe, definitely want one of these in it. Or do I want that on the back? Don't know whether I want that. I can't remember what's in there. It's got bits in it, isn't it? Just have to open it, Dave. That's how you'll find out what's in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's top secret. Oh, yeah. That's absolutely. That's got to go in there. So that's definitely gonna go on the back of here. I will put it all back together again. Okay. Maybe that in there then. How thin is that paper? That's the thing. It's quite thin. That's quite thin. Maybe put it on the back of there. Do that. Oh, I don't know. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm doubting myself again. Don't want to put that in. Don't want to make it too thick and make it less. That would be good. That's a real pop of colour on there, and you can put something in here because this is this was my prototype file for the Europa file. Let's go, instead of going low, let's go high and put it up there, and we're going to stick it down because that won't interfere with the mechanism. It's fine. You'll still be able to open it. Oh, actually, what am I doing? Put it over there. Put it over there. Or should I put it like? Oh, I don't know. I think I've glued. I was going to put it like this and put something under it, but no, I'm just going to glue it all the way down. Glue it fully down, and that way then it also gives the page, it makes the page a bit more supportive without trying to expect it to hold the weight of other things. If I'd made it into a pocket, you'd expect it to then hold something else behind it. So there we go, we've got this. Let's still open that up. Oh, except for I've just lost the elastic on there. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it, Dave? Let's glue that down, Dave, before you actually do anything with the elastic. There, right, okay. Wait until the glue's dry and then it won't disappear behind. cool. So maybe in there we could have a little pad. That. Yep, that's cool. Like that. And then we definitely want something on this. This piece of board is very sturdy. So we could definitely have something on here. What's that? Another notebook. There's loads of notebooks in this. Oh no, hang on. What's that? That is a... Oh, perfect. Yes, that. More writing space. This person's going to have a lot of writing space in here. Or would that go in nicely in the other one? Actually, would that fit? That would fit in there. Let's put that one in there. Sellotape's just fallen off. What's this? That's more writing space, isn't it? Okay, all this. Same thing. We've got one of these in there. Maybe have that, although that's quite lightweight. Oh no, it doesn't have to be heavy, does it? Oh, that's that one with the... That's the slide with the slides in. Slide with slides in. What's that? Yeah. Slide with slide pockets. So... Oh. Don't bend it too much, Dave. I think it's a little snug for the pocket, to be fair. Oh, that's because it's not even anything. I haven't even decorated that, so that's just to show you there's a pocket there. It's not a tag. So I'll come back to that later date when I've got more time to sort that out. Now it's not quite so utilitarian as the other bits. What's that? Oh, maybe one of these, although that's quite a lightweight. We've already established that that's quite a sturdy piece of card, so if we're going to have something on it, let's have something that needs a bit more rigidity to it. So maybe this. Is that too... Oh, it's going to open up like that, isn't it? Yeah. I want to have it that way round so it opens up like that. Let's have it that way round so it opens up like that, and let's have it as a pocket. Although that's gluing it down. No, I want to make a feature of that. See how decisive I am. By decisive I mean not very. Let's put that in there. Put that in there, and we could put one of these envelopes behind. We have it as a corner pocket, so that means I'm going to that edge and there. Okay, put that on. That in the back, and then actually maybe have this on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's because we'll need to have it folding out. Do we go for sellotape again, or is that gonna? Oh, I know what we can use that we haven't used. If I can find it. It's here. I use some of this sticky tape, gummed tape this time. I'll have that on the inside. We'll open the thing up. glue it down. Yep. And go low on this one. I want to make this a little bit inkier though. I think it looks a little bit too new for me. So just find one of my daubers. All my daubers are in the right state. So actually, you know what? No, it's alright. Use this. Oh. They're all in a state. So the one that Brian was offering me looked. Oh, just realised that's the wrong colour thing. I did have a packet of new ones hanging on my board, but who knows where they are. So. Just giving it this a bit of colour, just. Not usually the way that I would colour something by pushing the colour into it, but it's because it's quite a shiny surface. So. Brian's said "oh no," and I don't know what he's "oh no"ing to. So.
Cut out a butterfly, and then it was stuck on the end of my finger. So I decided it needed to sit on a piece of music paper. I cut a piece of music paper.
You guys can't hear anything, so I'm going to have to translate in a minute. So.
I cut out a bit of music paper and ripped the butterfly in half.
Alright, so he cut out a butterfly and he wanted to put it on a piece of music paper, and then he cut out the music paper and then ripped the butterfly in half. So, by mistake, not,
Yeah, by mistake. I wasn't impressed with myself.
not a deliberate action. Of course, I could have licked this, but I forgot about that. So, never mind.
What was that about, Ricky?
This tape is gummed, so I could have licked it. Yeah, and it is very good. It's got a good adhesion, but I just forgot about it and just gluing it. I'll stick that on there. Going to put it on a wonk because it looks better. Looks a bit more like human intervention if it's been wonkified. Put that on there, and then maybe put the rest of this tape or something on over it as well. Maybe not on there, maybe on this edge. Been taped as well. There, and then maybe a bit just hanging over it. Over onto the other page, that's fine. That's not really doing anything, so I didn't mind it just using the stick that it got. And then let's tie this back up again. And fit this back into itself. This one's the one with the top secret thing inside. So just tie this up. Oh, that's the wrong way up, Dave. Just tie it off, just so that it stays tied, and then like that way, then when I glue it down, the twist at the back will stay glued down. You won't actually lose the string. So, although I'll do with the string being in the middle of itself, so you've got a better chance of tying it up properly. Better. I'm always a bit caggy-handed about tying things up. It took me ages to learn to tie my shoelaces when I was younger, so it's all a coordinational thing. I think that's another autistic trait, I believe, that learning those fine motor skill stuff is sometimes a bit challenging. That's why I have to stick my tongue out when I fussy cutting or things like that. So well aware of my imperfections, so I'm going to put this here. So I could have had it as a little corner pocket, but I'm gluing it down so that the string stays attached. So, like that. Okay, we could have something else on here, I guess. Okay, it's a bit cluttered if I put that on there, isn't it? There's a tag. Oh, hang on, I've got dash it. Dasher David. That's come off. I think this cardboard's got some kind of a surface to it, so. Oh, I know what we could do with. We could do with some. So where I've paper clipped some things in. Sorry, I'm just going to try and find my pencil and my pen. We could do with making some hidden paper clips. That would be good to go in here. Hidden paper clips. What else did I just think of that we could do with? Just some more tags. So like this, but just plain tags. Hidden paper clips, tags, and I'm going to wait until that's glued down before I put that back in. So I've put one of them in now, so maybe not that in there. I would like to put one of these passports in some way. Maybe that should be something that's attached with a hidden paper clip. Then yes, so let's do hidden paper clips. And some corners maybe. Some slot pockets. The lead in this thing keeps breaking. Slot pockets. I think other than that, I think a few of those hidden paper clips would be nice. I still don't know about that, whether that should just be paper clipped in or it should be attached in some other way. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna glue that down. I'm just gonna fully glue it. Yeah. Just gonna do a whole full-on glue. Again, it could have been a pocket, but I'm just going for a full-on glue. It's not like that we're short of places to write things on this journal. I don't like to overstuff a journal either, so. There we go, so that's that. We've got these, right, okay, what else did we not commit to? Right, let's move these things out of the way. It's getting a bit messy in here, but put this back into the middle of the camera so you can see. I think that we've definitely got somewhere that we could put something like that. Oh, there's a corner pocket that we could use. That's just one of those tags with a thing in it. We'll might put that in there. Okay, so yeah, let's put that on there. And let's make that into a little pocket that we can put that into. So we'll make it into it, yeah, like that. So that means that we're going to glue it down this bit. Across here. In fact, I'm going to go right over this. So that doesn't get in the way of anything opening, well, like pulling things out. I mean, And I am going to just stick some of these down because so that they don't get caught up on things and therefore tear off. I'm going to stick that on the edge there. Just glue it down. Completely stuck down, and then that means then where's that? That's it. We can put that in there. Cool. We've got this that opens out, something we can put in there. This is another thing that we had pinned in, which I think we're going to commit to. Or should we have it this way round? I don't know about that one actually. Maybe do I commit to it or not? Or do I put it in there? Oh, there you go. That's the or do we put that in there? Or do we put them both in there? What's the point? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like that. That's what we're going to do. That sort suits that. So this is going to go in here. We're going to have this in the front. Do we want to? We'll have it as a corner pocket, shall we? Yeah, we can put some documentation or something in there. So I'm going to glue this whole thing down. And then across the bottom. Like that. And we'll put that in there. Now that's like a little pad, but it's also a place to put some paper. We can do, when I have made these on camera, I've made some of these on camera that could go in the back of there, but at the moment it can't because we haven't done anything with that yet. That's not on camera yet, it's not on film yet, I mean. And there we go. So that, let's just move these. So I know it doesn't mean that we've got rid of all of this, we've got rid of a lot of it, but definitely only just literally made a tiny indent into it. Let's get rid of some of these out of the way. So I might have to chuck these somewhere in a minute. To go back over there. Potential to fall on Brian's desk, but just need it out the way. Don't worry, these things will get used. They might go into the next journal or the journal after that or whatever. There's another tag there. Well, there's another one of those slides. Didn't put any of those slides in. Maybe keep a couple of those out for now. Well, this doesn't mean to say that this is the last time you're going to see this thing. But for now, kind of just finishing off a few things. So yes, we do have a bit of gape, but if you look at the way it gapes, it doesn't really. It sits kind of closed. It's really hard for me to show you, but it doesn't. And the back kind of opens itself out, and that's what I really like about this. It doesn't give you that kind of so much of an alligator mouth from it to it. So we wanted to put one of these in here somewhere, didn't we? Let's put that. So is there somewhere where it doesn't have anything for a few pages? Put this on there. Yeah, let's do that. So this is one of my own digitals, this. Just going to turn it into a pocket. Put that on there. And that means then that's a pocket there. I could put a couple of them in it, couldn't I? Let's do that. And then we have tag. What did we do at the front? Did we have somewhere that could go? We do, but it'll disappear if I put it there. So that needs something else behind it. But you know, I think a nice piece of folded up paper, maybe a note to the journal, the journaler, and I think these should have something.
You can put a note from the journal maker.
Yeah, a note from the journal maker in there maybe. So I think on these, I like them on there. I don't know whether I should use them as tucks in some way. I'll just stick them down. I think I'm just going to stick them down. They're just interesting things rather than interactive things. Stick that on there. Take them off. Stick this down. And yes, they're beautiful on the back, but you know what, I can make many of these, so it's not a biggie. Okay, so we've got, we didn't put anything on there. Oh, that's fine, we don't have to have anything on there. We've got that. Let's just check and see if there's anything else we haven't actually glued in yet. That's got something now. That's got those in there. Oh, this isn't attached, is it? So attach this. Yeah, let's attach it. Just because it'll strengthen that page nicely. Yeah, that's all that. I think I'm going to wait until I've got a decorative paper clip for there. That should be glued now. Yeah, it is, and that should go in there. Yes, it does. It all opens up. There we go. That's it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's put the pin back in there now, otherwise that will all dry up and you'll never get that out again. Or maybe not. Oh no, there you go. So that's that. So, like I say, that is my journal. It's a beast, but you can see that it sits kind of like this when it's flat because of the weight of the ephemera, but also means that the back has opened up. It's much tighter. You can see how it's opened up, and that's because of this style of spine. So there we go. So what I might do is I might put some kind of attachment in here and, you know, tie it together, or I might even just leave it. So I don't think it needs it, but I think it's maybe another thing that we might do. So there we go. So I will try and link all of those videos. Good luck with that. Or I might even just link the playlist, and that way then you can, you know, find them all yourself. So but yes, if there is something specifically that you want, say, oh, I missed that video, Dave, what's the link for that? I might send you that link rather than try and link them all, because otherwise the description will get extremely long-winded. So, but there we go. So that's what we've made together today. Is like we've filled this journal, so we've done this one. So next time you see me, I'll finish off some, if I've made some hidden paper clips in the meantime, we'll finish that off, and if not, what we'll do is we'll start filling this one. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Don't normally sit and fill a journal with you. So but you know, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you if you're a new subscriber. Really appreciate anybody that's kind of supporting me. That's fantastic. Thank you for anybody that comments. If you think that there's something missing from here that I should be putting on my list, let me know that. And don't forget, you can always buy me a coffee at Dasher Dave, or you know, go onto my Ko-fi. You can get free digitals, free templates, all sorts of different things on there. And you can also buy any of my this was all my Alpine digital kit. You can buy those on my Etsy. You can buy some digitals on my Ko-fi, but like that's kind of an experimental thing at the moment. And I will just say one thing: if you do buy digitals, by the way, you know, they are a digital product and you can't return it, so there's no refunds, I'm afraid. So make sure that you like it. That's why I try to give you lots of images. If you want to see, like, you know, sample pictures of anything, just let me know and I'll show them on video, and you can then decide from there. All right then, thanks very much for watching. My name's Dasher Dave, and I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you all in the next video. You all take care. Lots of love to you all. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Say goodbye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.